Hello, beautiful soul. It's 1:23 on the clock right now as I'm recording this video, and basically it's 12:30. So 1:23, and that number could be significant, but also this message is very significant. It's about business and life. How if you do this one thing, you will excel more, which is not letting resentment and hatred build up inside of you. So suppose if you open your shop and you see few people, they pass by your shop every day but they never buy from you. And so if you are sitting inside your shop and building resentment, building hatred, like this person goes and never comes to my shop, idiot, I hate him for not coming into my shop, and you are just sitting inside of your shop and hating on these people. Or if you open a social business on social media and you see your followers not buying from you, and then you're like, oh my god, this person saw that I have launched this product and they still didn't buy from me. What an asshole. And you are just building that resentment. Or like in life, if you see people, like you are being nicer to somebody because you wants to be friends with them, but they are not reciprocating that energy, they're not being loving towards you, they're not being showing up in the energy that you want them to show up in, of love and connection, but they're not showing up in that energy, and then you build resentment, like they're not doing that, they're not, what a stupid person, that doesn't want to be friends with me or doesn't want to be my partner. That's a very unattractive energy. We, like, literally, when we let hatred and resentment build inside of us, we we stop ourselves from seeing the opportunities that God has for us, the love that life wants to bring into our life, the people and the clients, and that life wants to bring in our life, because we are so focused on, because we are filled with resentment and hatred. Having clear boundaries, like, this is what I like, this is what I don't like in my business. I don't like to work with this, I don't entertain this, I do, I'm okay with this, I'm not okay with this. Knowing your boundaries, being assertive about them, being very clear about them, being very direct about them, it's very beautiful, because that keeps your energy clean. When we say what we mean and we mean what we say, we express our needs and desires, what we are okay with, what we are not okay with, in life or in business. It's very, that keeps our energy clean. Okay, so you expressing your boundaries, being assertive, and but being assertive in a gentler way. You can be assertive in a gentler way. We don't have to get disrespectful. And if you see somebody crossing your boundary over and over again, then that means there has to be consequences. That means, but that's a video for another time. Okay, I'll talk about it later. But in this video, I wanted to, what spirit was guiding me to share with this collective, which is you right now, is the moment you catch that hate build up inside of you, or resentment, just become aware of it and affirm to yourself that I refuse to let hate build up inside of me. I refuse to let resentment build up inside of me. And be grateful for the no's. Be grateful for the no's from the people who don't want to be your friend, from the people of a group of people who don't include you, from the people who are not being loving towards you. Refuse to let any kind of hatred or resentment build up in your business. People who are not buying from you, people who are not and just be grateful. And it's
Bring magic in your life with my magic paintings. This painting says, dearest God, dearest mother, thank you for guiding me, thank you for leading my way. when you live around this painting, the way you start to move in this world very bravely, confidently, courageously, you would find yourself becoming most braver, bolder, confident version of yourself, and it's just so much divine guidance and peaceful energies into your life. Super powerful. Super. You can't miss the magic. You can't. I'm telling you, you cannot. Okay. Also, you can hire me and I will channel a customized magic painting uniquely for you. A painting that will bring lot of success, high vibrations, good energies, power, love, and like sacred, peaceful, pure energies into your life. It's so powerful, and
It's like so many times I've read people who did bigger things and they were grateful for when they were being rejected. I don't know if it was the somebody who made WhatsApp or made, I don't know what was the name of the guy who got rejected by Google, got rejected by Facebook, got rejected by Twitter, but then made a WhatsApp, and then these companies bought from him, because he was being grateful. I don't know. I don't remember the exact story, or yeah, but like in my life also, like, yeah, anyway, I have experimented it with a lot. Not experimented, but it's the attitude. Like when things don't work out, when my plans don't work out, I'm always grateful. Like, okay, God, thank you for not letting it happen. Thank you, God, for this person said no to me. Thank you, God, for not letting this work out for me, um yeah. So don't let yourself be hijacked by hatred or resentment. And it is very natural, we feel resentful when we want something and we don't get it, okay? But suppose what you want is love, okay? And now your eyes is set up on this person, like I want the love and I want from this person. But you just have to become clear in yourself, like, okay, I want this, God, bring this to me. That's all. Whether it comes from this person or some other person, that's not up to you, because the way it will come in a very beautiful manner. It will come how, like, in a godly way, in a very godly way for you. And mostly, like, it's about money, so many times I'm like, God, I want my rent, I want my grocery money, and I'm like, oh, should I ask this friend, should I ask my father, should I manifest more clients, should I whatever? And I'm just like, God, whatever is the highest way, you bring that in that way for me, I don't let resentment build up, and it's very necessary that we become very clear. Okay, God, I have my business and I want it to be profitable. I intend for it to be profitable. Being clear is very important. Being very assertive, as I mentioned, is very important. But like, there are certain moments that when we receive a no from somebody, or when someone doesn't show up as we want them to show up, we can become very hateful and resentful. So don't let that happen, because it blocks our energy, it blocks our creative energy, it stops us from seeing the opportunities that are right in front of us. But our eyes are being blocked by resentment and hatred. And lot of the times, we can also have resentment and hatred because we have not word it out what we exactly want. So suppose you, in relationship, if you want somebody to, when they come home, if you want your partner to come home and give you a hug, but you have never expressed it to them, that the way I receive love and connection and support is when you sit down and give me a hug. You have never communicated it to them. So now every time they enter home, you just become resentful because you didn't tell them, because they didn't give you a hug. But the reason that they didn't give you a hug is because you didn't tell them, you didn't express it to them. You have to express it to them, you know. And if they still don't do it, then you can express it to them again and find out the root cause why they keep forget. So they can say like, I keep forgetting, but can you, then you can just ask me like, hey, your partner can say like, I can be in my mind sometimes and I forget to hug you. But then if you ask me like, hey, come give me a hug, you know, finding a resolution. There has to be a healthier communication so that the resentment is not building in relationship. And same in business, you have to have that communication with God. Like, okay, God, I have a business and I want to have this revenue coming every month. If that is not happening, then I can't be working on this, you know. Yeah, I think I will be making a much deeper video on this topic. But for now, in this video, remember, whenever you see yourself, you know, that resentment or hatred is building, inner resentment and hatred, clean that energy, write about it, and see whether it is even a space. Like, is it even right to feel resentful? Like, is it even right for you to feel resentful from your partner for having like, because they didn't do something that you really like, because they didn't know that, because you never expressed it to them. Like, you never expressed it to them that you want hugs when they come home. So now you are sitting silently in resentment. You have to express it to them first, you know, and then finding a better way to communicate and all. Because building secret jealousy, secret resentment, secret hatred, that's not okay for us, you know. We want to live with cleaner energy. So we have to develop these practices of journaling, and knowing what we, journaling is a very powerful practice to know what is going on inside of us. Otherwise we will be living with these jealousies and hatred and resentment, and we will keep living our life without becoming aware, you know, and having these resentment and hatred building on us, building inside of us. And then, like how magnet attracts iron to itself, just like that, if there is a lot of resentment within you, that energy will bring more, attract towards more experiences of resentment, so, or hatred or jealousy. So look within you, you know, and look within you and clear those energies. And it's very you know, healthy. It's very healthy and very self honoring when you make it a habit to communicate clearly what you want, what you like, what you don't like. Because that way you are ensuring that resentment doesn't build up. Like, you can express like, okay, in my business I like to offer this, but I don't like to offer this. In my relationships, I like to give this, but I don't like to give this. You know, and that clear communication creates that space wherein resentment is not building, hatred is not building. Yeah. Book a one-on-one intuitive guidance session with me for psychic and spiritual guidance. And also you can get into my 1 month or 12 weeks of mentorship if you want to dive deeper and work on your limiting beliefs, fears, anxieties, shame, unworthiness, wounds, limiting beliefs that are stopping you, keeping you small. If you want to work on your confidence, become a more creative version of yourself, unlock your creative gifts. Like if you feel like I'm not gifted enough, I have nothing to offer to the world, work with me and I will reveal the magic that you have inside of yourself. And especially working towards, shame, regrets, grief, all of these things. So I'd be your safe space. Link of everything is in my bio, and you can also donate for my rent and my food and my self-care, healthcare, etc. Link of that is also in my bio. Be generous with me because I would really love it. I also want to show you my pretty bow. Gods and goddesses of creativity inspired me to wear this pretty bow, and I love the color and the hairband, like pink and yellow, and the bow, and with this like just ribbon, pretty.